we have to understand that we being a community of faith, our greatest problem is family. There's been a complete breakdown of family. Yeah. Now, we know we can trace back, a lot of people come from bad upbringings and that ends up bad. I have another belief too. Bad police officers come from bad families. Mm-hmm. And once again, it emphasizes the problem. But since we are a spiritual people and we are the only people who confess that we can change your heart, we have to understand we have a heart issue. This heart issue has to be fixed. Right now, we're dealing with a lot of issues after the fact. We're dealing with the judicial system after crime has been committed. But we have to understand, we have to come to a place, being people of faith, we have to implore people to stop the crime. What's the hardest thing to do? The hardest thing to do is to teach to somebody or preach to someone who doesn't believe in hope. We understand spiritually, you can't even speak to someone unless first they have an ear to hear. Right. Faith comes by hearing and hearing the word. Right. So if a person's not even has a heart to hear, they're not going to listen. So we have a serious problem. So that being true, one of the greatest things that changed me was traveling to South Africa. Being born in 1966, a black man, and my background, I'm very proud of who I am. But when I went to South Africa, I was redefined. I wasn't black, I was colored. And regardless of how much of an argument I would get into, to black Africans, I was colored. To whites, I was colored. And it was hard sometimes bringing these two people together. Now, that being true, I'll never forget when I went to a restaurant to eat, and the young lady, she looks at me, why are you smirking at me? You hate me, you're a racist. And what I could not understand is that I was being accused of being a racist from this young lady who looked just like me. And then when I began to speak, she apologized because she heard my accent. She said, I thought you were colored. And I said, but you look just like me, but Mandela's tribe is Xhosa, and they're usually light-skinned. But that being true, when the shoe is on the other foot, and you're being accused of being a racist, just by someone perceiving you wrong, is because we don't see us in someone else. And we, as a community of faith, we have to build bonds that's going to bring change. Because within Newark, the number one issue in Newark is not bad police officers. They're not the ones doing the carjackings.
I hear you.
I think that we need each other, that we have to come together, that we have to put aside some of our differences so that we can move forward. I mean, I've just been a pastor in Irvington, New Jersey. I'm in my 6th month. I need Reverend Watson. I need to sit at her feet. I need to learn from her and with her. Larry Ham became one of my heroes a long time ago. I need him. I need to be able to work with him. I need to be able to draw from the wisdom of the bishop and his international work. I need all of you. And it doesn't matter to me if you're Christian, if you're Muslim, if you're Jewish, if you're blue collar, if you're white collar, if you're a brother with no shirt on the corner. I need to be able to work with you. We need to be able to work together. And we need to inherit, to live into the legacy of our tradition and remember who we are and remember whose we are. And we are supposed to speak boldly and without compromise. We need to not allow our imaginations to be conquered and destroyed. We can't even imagine what it would look like to be free. We can't even imagine what it would look like to live in our truth. We have the president of the New Jersey Senate who is about to come into this room. I pray that we won't become someone else than who we've been the last 30 minutes. Amen? Because it happens all the time. When we get into nearness of power, certain body parts start to shrivel up. Certain words disappear from our lips. And we begin to forget who we are and whose we are. So my prayer is that we recognize that we need one another, and that when you show up, you really show up. Amen. Not a representation of something else which is acceptable and pleasing to the powers that be. Amen. I thank the New Jersey Coalition for its great work. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to be introduced to these sisters and brothers. And as it was been said, and I was thankful that Archangel, you said that our information is going to be put up. But I don't want anybody to follow me. What I want, we don't need any more celebrities in the church. I want to connect with you individually. Somebody once accused me of being an organizer fronting as a pastor. I want to begin to connect with you and to work with you and to organize with you and to struggle with you. See, I was good the first time, so I took a little extra. Thanks be to God.
So we have